On this episode of TQA Weekly, I play with fire by talking about internal and external sound card solutions. My name's Steve Smith, this is TQA Weekly, and if ever you have any technology questions, comments, suggestions, and or PC horror stories, you can always email me at ask@tqaweekly.com. Go to my website, tqaweekly.com, and leave a comment to this episode, or use the contact form to email me directly. And of course, you can always leave a comment down below if you're watching me on YouTube, Blip.tv, or anywhere else I post to every single week. And today's topic is one that can cause rights and fights and plenty of trolling. It's, do you really need to buy an aftermarket sound card? Yes, I'm playing with fire right now, but I want to explain to a few of you why you don't need to buy another sound card necessarily, and why you may want to buy one, but at least you will know why you're buying one instead of pretending to know why you bought one. So first, optical out. It's the same off the motherboard as the sound card that you add in. Don't waste your money. I've got the knot out. Sound cards typically take a digital signal, convert it to analog so that our headphones could actually use it. Most headphones work at 32 ohms of impedance. So most of our equipment is made for 32 ohms of impedance there, and most of our headsets and headphones work this way, cell phones, tablets, and everything else. So is there a point of buying a brand new sound card if all you're using is standard equipment? No. As long as the sound sounds good and you're fine with it, there is absolutely no point in changing anything up if everything you have is the same amount of impedance, 32. Reasonable reasons why you would want to have a brand new sound card would be that you have one of those really crummy motherboards from back in the day. But since a lot of the Windows do not accept the older boards, you may want to actually just upgrade your computer and get a brand new sound card built into your motherboard. A lot of the newer motherboards actually have a lot better sound cards. Other valid reasons to why you may want an aftermarket sound card: volume is too low and the audio quality is horrible, although many of us will confuse the two or think they're the same. You might have too much interference, although if it's that, I'm pretty sure you're connecting through the front panel as opposed to connecting to the back of the computer. Try doing that. You just bought yourself an 8-channel sound system that doesn't have an optical in coming off of your computer. In this case, you might want to buy one. And most sound cards only have enough space for 6 channels anyway. Or, of course, this one is more for the gamers. Your sound card is missing features you want to get an edge in a game. These are the most valid reasons that I personally can actually think of you getting a brand new sound card. Now, you got 2 different choices, 2 different classes, and 2 different types of fights here. Do you want to go internal or external? So, first of all, keep in mind, interference has to do with that stupid little wire coming off the sound card, whether it's the built-in one or the aftermarket one, leading to the front panel. If you've never had interference on it, you'll never have interference at all off of it. It depends on where all of the electronics are and where it's actually going to. If the wire is not the problem, it wouldn't cause you any problems whatsoever. Most shielding for interference on sound cards are bogus. Just keep that in mind. So, if you want to go internal and interference was ever an issue, you're going to have to connect through the back of the computer one way or another, because the front panel causes most of the interference in the first place. Getting the internalized ones has the benefit of it being stuck inside the computer, not stealable, and of course, less clutter on your desk. You connect through that, that's it, end of story. It has its own built-in digital audio converters, much like your USB cousins that actually sit on your desk, are also immune to interference as long as you plug directly to them, and they have also their own built-in DAC. So that's literally your choice. You have choices like the Sound Blaster ZX, ZXR, the Zonar Phoebus cards from the Asus ROG, and these are all internalized suggestions USB, you can always use some Zonar cards, and of course the creative USB Sound Blaster RG2NX. It is your choice at the end of the day. A lot of people will tell you USB, and they're almost right, but it always depends on what you're going to do with the computer. USB will suffer less from interference, but as long as you plug directly into the sound card, interference is almost a null point. So whether it's inside your computer or not, connect directly to the sound card as opposed to through a front panel, and you shouldn't have an interference issue. Most modern cards will have better volume control, so you have a better volume coming off of it. And of course, since they do not use the same capacitors as the rest of the motherboards, they will have a cleaner sound that doesn't sound choppy or crappy or anything else. Now that you know what you have as choices, keep a few different things in mind. If you want to have better audio, you might also want to actually consider getting better headphones. Like I said at the top of this episode, most headphones work at 32 ohms of impedance. If you want a better experience, you're going to have to also get better headphones. The better the headphones, the broader the range of sound, the cleaner and crisper you're going to hear everything. And that in itself will give you a better audio experience, whether you're listening to music, movies, or video games. Thank you for watching this episode. Subscribe if you haven't, share it if you want to, and like if you like this episode. Have a great day, and let's see you here all next week.